Hey guys, Lodicus here with a full completion walkthrough for I Did Not Buy This Ticket. Firstly, I'd like to thank Don't Try for providing the code and Rech on True Achievements for providing most of this solution. It released on the 2nd of June 2023. It was developed by Tiago, Rech and published by Galleon. It can be found in the Xbox store for $7.99 and sadly we have no stack. I Did Not Buy This Ticket is a visual novel where you play as a professional mourner travelling between funerals. Pretty morbid, eh? There's a total of 30 achievements to earn. A lot of these are related to conversation choices and endings, which we'll cover all within this guide, including the third look achievement, which people presumed was bugged. The full completion will take you around 27 minutes following along with me in real time. I'll narrate over all the choices and also put a text guide in the comments below. Before you start, make sure that the message speed is set to maximum, auto delay set to minimum, and skip mode is set to everything. So let's jump into a new game. You can hold down X to skip the text on screen and press A to select your choice. So we're going to start by pressing all of the top choices. So just make sure you keep pressing choice 1. And we're going to be pressing this for quite some time until we get to the option that states, look, that's your choice. And then this will be from a guy in a red suit with one big eye. So just keep pressing A on the first choice. And then once we eventually rock up to a church, we'll see this guy in red. And then we'll have to change our choice options. So just continue to hold down X and tap A. We're going to go through all the first choice options to start with. We'll also get 2 achievements pop up called Hard Seats and First Look. And then after speaking to the bus driver, we'll end up in the church. Just press A through a few of his starting dialogue options, and then once we get the choice that appears that says, look, that's your choice. Once that appears, which is here now, what we're going to do is select option 2, which is I'm sorry, I really have to go. And then we can return to just selecting choice 1 at the very top until we get some questions regarding our father. So just the top options or choices through this segment. And then here we're going to pick our father's name, the top option. Then we're going to pick the third option, which is retired bus driver. And then second option here, rowing. And then we can then go back to just tapping A on the very top option. And then we should get the achievement pop up called Iron Memory. So just pressing the top options here until we get to the selection of seats. We're now going to make a manual save. So press start, save, and we're going to save this in slot 1. The interface is a little tricky to navigate, so just be careful. And then we're going to go back to selecting choice 1 throughout. So we're going to start with seat at the back, and then we're just going to continue hold down X and press A to skip through these dialogue choices until we eventually get to one that says hand over the soul. So just keep skipping through these, and then eventually you'll get to a bus ticket. You'll have 3 options here, and we're going to select choice 3 at the very bottom. Then choice 3 on the next screen. So on the bottom again, choice 3. And then choice 3 again at the very bottom. Then choice 1. And then choice 1 again. That'll pop you the accumulator achievement. And then we're going to select a couple of first choices until we get the right didn't give you any closure. So it's going to be 3 option 1s. And then we'll get to this guy here with the red tie. On this dialogue, we're going to go down to I need to go now. And then we're going to go back to selecting choice 1 over and over again until we get to the option or choice that says pull face. So that's when we're in the bathroom looking at our hands, we'll have an option to pull face. So just keep pressing A and holding X to skip. We're just going to skip through all this dialogue until we get to the bathroom scene. So here the indifferent achievement will pop up. And then shortly after this scene, we will appear in the bathroom and we'll have to make another manual save in slot 2. So just keep pressing A until you see the toilet. And then we're going to press start and then go to save. And we're going to save this into slot 2. Once that's saved, just return. And then we're going to select option 2. No, I can't. Then go to the exit. Then select choice 1. I left the bus. And then select 1 again. I'll try. We'll go back to the bathroom scene again. We're going to press start and we're going to go to save and we're going to save this in slot 3. Back out and then we'll select choice 2. No, I can't. And then select choice 1. Go to hell. And then choice 1. Leave the bus. That's going to give us one of our endings and kick us out. Go back to return and then continue trip. And then what we're going to do now is load up save 2. So the top middle one. And then as soon as we load it in, we're going to select choice 1, which is to pull face. And then select a couple more choice 1s until it says enough, let it be. So choice 1 again, go to the exit. Choice 1 again, I'll try, which is choice 1. Back in the bathroom, we're going to pull again. And then here, we're going to go down to pull one last time, which is the third option. And we should get an achievement pop for new old face. Now we're going to press start and we're going to load up another save. So don't go any further from here. We're going to load up save 3 in the top right. Again, back in the bathroom, select choice 1, pull. Then choice 1 again, pull. And then choice 1, enough, let it be. And then choice 2, I tried. And then choice 2 again, try again. And then back in the bathroom, we're going to select choice 2, watch the mirror. And we'll get a cutscene and the achievement pop for Heart Hole. We're then going to press return. We're going to go to continue trip and we're going to load up save 2 again. This time we're going to pull face on choice 1. Pull face on choice 2. And then pull face one more time on choice 3. And then once we eventually get back to the driver, we're going to select choice 1, weep for the driver. We'll get the extra hours achievement pop. And now we're going to save in slot 4. So press start and go to save and then save in slot 4. Once that's saved, return, answer the phone, and then we're going to select choice 2 going forward, which is like a baby looking for nourishment. Then option 2, a mother always knows right. And then we're going to select the only option available here. And then after that, we're going to select choice 3. I didn't ask you to defend me that day. And then choice 3 again, which is at the bottom. It's best not to think about it too much. And then choice 2, hold on to the ticket. That's going to give us the achievement called Motherly Embrace and finish one of the endings. I'm going to go to return, and this time we're going to continue trip and go to load save 4. So the black one on the left hand side. Just load that up. Answer the phone, then we're going to select choice 2, like a baby looking for nourishment. And then this time choice 1, I never told my mum any of that. Then select the only option here. And then on the next 2, we're going to select the top 2, so drop it, Gustav. And then the next top option, which is we're victims of a strange curse. And then the second bottom option, hold on to the ticket, and that'll give you the brotherly bonds ending. So just return. On the main menu screen, continue trip, and then we're going to load up save 4 for the second time. So the little black square there we have, load that up. And then we're going to select the second option, a baby looking for nourishment. And then choice 1, I never told mom any of that. And then again, we're going to select the first 2 options again. So drop it, Gustav. And then we're victims of a strange curse. And then the top option, option 1, we're going to give him the ticket this time. We'll have the option to approach the deathbed, and then we're going to press start, and we're going to make another save. So into slot 5 this time. Save that, back out, and then we're going to select option 1, cry. That's going to give you the crying ending. And then if we go back to continue trip, we're going to load up save 5 again, and we're going to select the don't cry option. So option 2 now, once that's loaded in, don't cry. And then we'll go back to the main menu again. So from here, we're going to go to continue trip. And we're going to load up save 1, our very first one in the top left there. This time we're going to select option 2, sit in the middle. And then it's just a case of selecting the first options again. So skipping through all this dialogue until it says yes, the bus station, which is a dialogue option with this gentleman in the middle of the bus. So just be careful when you are skipping that you stop when it says yes, the bus station. So several conversation or options in. Stop when it says yes, this is the bus station. We're going to select option 2, I must have, and then choice 1 or option 1 at the very top there, and then choice 2, something went wrong. That'll give us the lost traveler ending. So go back to continue trip, and then we're going to load up save 1 again. Again, we're going to go for choice number 2, sit in the middle, and then this time we're going to be using the very bottom option. So every time you're having a conversation with the gentleman in the middle of the bus, just make sure you select option 3, or certainly the one at the very bottom. You can skip through the dialogue, just making sure that you do select the bottom option each time. And then eventually you'll get the achievement called Obsessive Thoughts pop up. So just continue selecting the bottom option for this guy, and then eventually you'll come to the end of the conversation with him and the achievement should pop. Once the achievement pops, we're then going to load a save. So I'm still continuing to select the bottom option. We're just waiting for the achievement to pop. It is slightly delayed here. So just do what I'm doing. Just keep selecting the bottom option. It won't do any harm. And then eventually the achievement will pop up for Obsessive Thoughts. So once that achievement pops there, we're going to press start and then go to load save 1. So the very top left again. Load that up, and then this time we're going to select choice 3, which is sit at the front. And then keep selecting option 1 here until we get the choice of selecting how could it be you, how is it possible. So you maybe have 3 or 4 discussions with this floating head, and then eventually you'll get how could it be you, how is it possible. Once that appears, we're then going to press start, go to save and save this into slot 6. Then once you return back to the dialogue, we're going to select choice 2. I won't give any chances to an impossibility. And then on the next screen, we're going to select choice 2, which is my mother died. And then the second option, believe in you. So at the very bottom. And then as we move on to the next one, choice 2 again, which is you know what, at the very bottom. And then we're going to select the first choice over and over again until we get back to the seat selection option. So just hold down X to skip and just press A, and then just keep skipping through all this dialogue with choice number 1 or option 1 until we get back to the seat selection. So back on the bus, speak to the bus driver, and then we should get the choice of seats. Here we are. We're just going to press start, and then we're going to save into slot 7, which is currently empty, but not anymore. And then return. And then we're going to select the first choice over and over again. So sit at the back of the bus and then just keep selecting option 1 and then skipping. And it's when you come to speak to the bus driver for a second time, you'll have the option to leave the bus. Don't press anything at this point. We need to make another save. So just keep skipping ahead until you see the option that says leave the bus. This is going to take a couple of minutes because you're going to have to go through the conversation with the guy in the middle seat as well. And then you get the option to leave the bus. So plenty of skipping. Just skip ahead, pressing A on the first choice. And I'll pick it up when we get to the bus driver again. So at the bus driver now, select option 1 and then option 1 again. Here, when it says leave the bus, don't press anything. We're going to press start and then save in slot 8. Return, and then we're going to select leave the bus this time. And then this is going to give us the achievement for final stop. And once we're back at the main menu, return, continue the trip, and we're going to load up slot 8 again. So load up number 8. And then this time we're going to accept your proposition. And then this is going to give us the achievement for Eternal Passenger. Return back to the main menu and we're going to load up save 7 this time. So load up number 7 and then we're going to choose choice 1, sit at the back, and then choice 1 again, check the purse, then choice 1 again, look inside the coat, then choice 1, I tape my work sessions, and then choice 4, look under the seat. And then we're going to make another save here. So press start, go to save. I'm going to save in slot 9. This is our last manual save. Once you've returned, select option 1, which is to snitch on the creature. That's going to give us the achievement dangerous traveling, and we're just going to constantly press A and select choice 1 until the game eventually ends. So just hold X to skip and just keep pressing A to select choice number 1. Eventually, once we leave the bus and end the game, we'll bump into this little character that we snitched on and we'll unlock the achievement chance meeting as well. So this run we're going to get snitch and chance meeting. So just keep skipping, holding X and pressing choice number 1 until you get back to the return to main menu screen. So at this point we leave the bus, we get a little bit of extra dialogue because that little creature follows us off and we get the chance meeting ending. Right, go back to continue trip. We're going to load up save 9 this time and we're going to select choice number 2. This is fool the conductor. This is going to give us a slightly different ending. Once you've selected that, just go through holding X and spamming A on the top option. Again, all we want to do at this point is get to the end where we leave the bus, and then we get a little bit more dialogue with the creature and we unlock travelling companion. So again, just skip ahead once you've selected fool the conductor. There's no other choice options that you need to make, just keep selecting number 1 until we get off the bus. So back to the bus driver, we're then going to leave the bus, extra couple of lines of dialogue and unlock the achievement travelling companion. Then return back to the main menu screen. We're going to continue our trip and load up save 7 this time. Once it loads in, we're going to select choice number 2, sit in the middle. And then it's just a case of skipping ahead, pressing choice number 1 throughout. So keep pressing choice number 1 and skipping ahead until we reach the bathroom for a second time. So not the first time we reach the bathroom, but the second time. And the dialogue choice that you'll have on your screen, it's best to give up. So this is when we reach the bathroom for a second time. So you'll have to go through the middle seat conversation with this guy. You'll then speak to the bus driver again and then go back to the seat at the back. You go through the ticket inspector dialogue, and then finally you'll end up in the bathroom for a second time. And then this is where the dialogue will state it's best to give up. So as we see the bathroom for a second time, select option 1, pull face, then choice number 2, pull again. And then choice number 3, pull one more time. And at this point, you can then just start skipping ahead. So hold X and press A, and you just want to skip all the way to the end of the game where you'll get the ending and get the achievement pop up for Who Are You? So all the way through, all through the dialogue, just skip it all, choice number 1, and don't worry about any of the consequences. Eventually we get thrown to the main menu screen. We're going to go back to load. We're going to load up save number 6 this time. Continue trip, load up number 6 in the middle right. And then we're going to select choice number 3, come again at the very bottom. And then choice number 2, you really believe we could leave everything behind at the bottom. And then choice number 2, I hope I won't regret this. You get the achievement called Mum's Back. and then we'll eventually skip through this dialogue until we get back to the seat selection. So talk to the bus driver a couple of times, selecting option 1, and then keep selecting option 1 here, or choice 1, until you get back to the seat selection. So just keep on skipping through, board the bus, speak to the bus driver briefly, and then get back to seat selection. Here we're going to select choice 2, sit in the middle. And then we're going to select the first choice until it says it's best to give up again. And if you remember that from the previous scene, that's back in the bathroom with the mirror where you start pulling your face off. So just keep selecting option 1 here throughout, skipping until you end up back in the bathroom. So once you've sprayed the eye, you'll end up in the bathroom again. And we're going to select choice 1 initially, which is to pull face, then choice number 2 to pull again, and then choice number 3 to pull one more time. This will pull our face off, and then you're safe to keep on skipping ahead, selecting choice 1 until it's the bedside scene with our brother. You'll have the option that says, yes, so am I, approach the bed. So keep going until you get to that point, and I'll speak up just before you do. So once you select this next option, we're victims of a strange curse, you'll have the option to approach the bed. We're not going to do that. Don't press that. Option 2, we're going to select maybe we don't need to say goodbye now. And that's going to give us our family road trip achievement. We've now only got 2 loads left to do. So we're going to go back and load save number 1. So in the top left, we're going to select choice number 3, sit at the front. And then you're free to continually skip ahead until we get to the ticket inspector and he wants to check your purse. So just keep skipping ahead, selecting option 1 until you get to the ticket inspector, and I'll speak to you then. So as you automatically select the back seat here, we'll go to the ticket inspector. You'll have check purse come up. We want to select choice 2, look inside the coat, and then select choice 1, I take my work sessions. Then choice 2, check pants pockets. And then choice 4, look under the seat. And then choice 3, what do I gain from that? And then choice 2, fool conductor. And then choice 2 again, stop, what stop? And then we'll reach the bus driver, and then we're going to select option 2, it's not polite to comment. And then we're going to select option 3 at the bottom, the conductor ran off after something. You can now keep selecting the top option and skipping ahead until we sit on the middle seat and talk to that gentleman. You'll get the option that comes up, good evening. You want to pause at this point, and we're going to select different options. So just keep skipping option 1 until we sit on the middle seat. So now that we've selected the middle seat, what we're going to do is select choice number 2 until the end of the game. So the second option on all these dialogue options, make sure you select it and do this throughout the playthrough to the very end of the game. This is going to give you the eternal listener achievement. So just option 2. So just move your cursor down 1 and select option 2 every time until you finish the game. And that should give you the eternal listener achievement. So at this point you should be missing one last achievement called Third Look. This seems to be catching a couple of people out and it's not very well documented. So we're going to go to continue trip. We're going to load up save 1. And then we're going to select choice 1, sit at the back. And then choice 1, check the purse. And then choice 2, check the pants pockets. And then choice 3, look inside the coat. And then choice 2, hand over the ticket. Then when we speak to the bus driver, we're going to select choice 2, almost. And then choice 1, you're pretty confident that I'll keep traveling with you guys. Then choice 1. And then choice 1 again, don't answer. And then we're going to select choice 2, get it off my chest. And then choice 2, I won't break my composure. And then choice 2, I need to go now. Eventually you'll get choice 2 again once you're on the bus. I don't have a ticket this time. Choice 1, how do you do this? Choice 1, don't answer. And then choice 2, sit at the front. We're then going to select choice 1, which is sure. And then choice 3, it's just a coincidence. And then choice 2, no, it can't be, it's impossible. And then choice 3, come again, you are giving me another chance. So the bottom option. And then choice 1, you should ask for a new chance. And then choice 1, it's not a technicality. And then choice 2, if you won't give in, fine, I will. And then select choice 2 with the bus driver. It's not polite to comment. At this point, the achievement should pop for you. It was a little bit delayed for me, so I'm going forward. Selecting choice 2, we buried you weeks ago. And then from here on out, I'm just selecting choice 1 until the achievement pops. If you found this video guide useful, please drop it a like. And if you want to see some more content from me in the future, please do subscribe.